For almost a decade, Ryan Kaji wasn't simply a kid on YouTube. He became the most recognizable child creator on the platform, the face of children's entertainment worldwide, and the core of a brand valued at billions of dollars. But now, something unexpected is taking place. Without public announcements, farewell videos, or emotional goodbyes, Ryan's world appears to be slowing down. And for the first time, people are seriously wondering, is Ryan quietly stepping away? Ryan's rise to fame began before he was old enough to fully understand what fame meant. What started as simple toy reviews filmed at home quickly turned into a massive digital empire. By the age of 7, Ryan was earning more money than most adults will make in their lifetime. His name appeared on toys, clothing, toothpaste, and even a Nickelodeon television series. If a product featured Ryan, it sold. His influence rivaled that of major television networks. But that success came with consequences. As Ryan grew older, the content failed to grow alongside him. His voice matured and his interests changed, yet the channel continued to present him as a preschooler. In recent videos, the change is impossible to ignore. His appearances are shorter, his energy feels muted, and his excitement often looks forced. What once felt fun now comes across as routine, content that feels more like a responsibility than something he genuinely enjoys. Audiences picked up on this shift immediately. Across social media, fans began echoing the same message: let Ryan be a kid. At just 13 years old, he was still promoting slime and toy cars to toddlers while trying to balance school, friendships, and the normal pressures of teenage life. Old clips of him teaching colors continue to circulate online, content that could follow him into his teen years in ways most kids never have to face. But this moment feels different. Upload schedules have slowed noticeably. Ryan is no longer the central figure in every video. Sometimes he appears only briefly, and sometimes not at all, while the channel relies heavily on recycled footage from his younger years. Ryan's world still exists, but it feels like it's in transition. Active, yet missing the energy it once had. Eventually, this shift was acknowledged publicly. In a recent podcast appearance, Ryan's parents addressed the growing speculation. They explained that their priorities have changed, placing greater emphasis on Ryan's education, personal interests, and overall balance. For the first time, they openly stated that Ryan can walk away from YouTube whenever he chooses, without pressure, guilt, or expectations. That statement alone marked a major turning point. This is the same family that once uploaded constantly, as if stopping was never an option. Now, they speak openly about school, extracurricular activities, and normal teenage experiences. Ryan himself talks less about YouTube and more about animation, sports, and hobbies, interests that feel natural for someone his age. Ryan has also shared that his long-term goal isn't to remain in front of the camera, but to focus on creation behind the scenes rather than constant on-camera performance. However, the story doesn't end there. As Ryan steps back, the spotlight hasn't disappeared. Instead, it has shifted to his younger twin sisters, Emma and Kate. At just 8 years old, they have become the new focus of the brand through their spin-off channel, EK World. What began as small, harmless appearances has grown into full-scale content production, merchandise, and branding. And the signs feel familiar. Forced smiles, low energy, a subtle sense of fatigue. Like Ryan before them, the twins didn't choose this life. They were born into it. Their childhood is being filmed, packaged, and monetized before they can fully understand what that means. Unlike child actors in traditional media, YouTube offers very few formal protections. There are no strict limits on work hours, no guaranteed financial safeguards, and no clear privacy standards. Everything depends on parents making ethical decisions. Family vlogging as a genre has a long history of crossing boundaries, filming tantrums, private moments, and daily routines for views. That's why Ryan's quiet step back is so important. There is no dramatic rebrand, no forced transition into awkward teen influencer content, and no public burnout. Just a gradual, intentional step away, something rarely seen among child creators. If his parents truly respect his freedom to choose, Ryan may become one of the few child stars to leave on his own terms, with his dignity intact. Recently, conversations about protecting child influencers have gained renewed attention online. Lawmakers and creators alike are calling for clearer regulations, and Ryan's situation is frequently cited as a real-world example of why those protections are necessary. Ryan's world isn't falling apart. It's simply closing a chapter, not because of scandal, not because of failure, but because a child is finally being allowed to grow up. If Ryan truly gets to build a future behind the camera, creating instead of performing, then this isn't an ending. It's freedom. And honestly, that may be the best outcome anyone could have hoped for. Let Ryan go. And hopefully let the others go too.